Hello YouTube, and today it's near Halloween. How near is it to Halloween? It's the 22nd of October, so like there's like 9 days to Jesus, 9 days to Halloween. I'm getting old. Oh, and as of news, I got this nice new microphone. It's very popular with YouTube. It's called the Blue Yeti, and it's got really good sound quality. Here's a sound test.
This is a sound test.
Yeah, and that probably took far too long to make that sound test, but okay. So today I'm going to be talking about the new Five Nights at Freddy's sequel. Now, the trailer came out yesterday, and it's already amassed 200,000 views. So as you could tell, this was a highly anticipated game, even though not many people even knew they were making a sequel at all. You know, it's like some people knew, but basically, the whole premise of the first one was you've got a night watchman job at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. So it's like a nice family pizzeria with all the happy animatronics, and they get really feisty at night and try to kill you. Yeah, because they see you as empty costumes, so they try to stuff you around exoskeletons or stuff exoskeletons into you. And yeah, it's scary. Like PewDiePie found it scary, and he's been doing horror games for years. And and yeah, so it's a popular indie game. It's Five Nights at Freddy's, everyone knows it. And then they bring out the sequel, so what's it about? Well, first of all, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza has reopened, and it's a new layout, which is good, because we didn't want the same layout again. And there's new versions of all the animatronics, but the old ones are still working, barely, and they're like all decaying and they're horrible, and they've got 2 sets of teeth. And the old animatronics were Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. Perfect! No! And Golden Freddy, but he didn't count, because he was like an Easter egg that a lot of people think he's going to be in this game, but I highly doubt it. And in this new one, there's Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, new Freddy, new Bonnie, new Chica, new Foxy, and apparently there's going to be this, well, not apparently, there's a rumour that there's going to be this, this like puppet person, because if you look in the trailer, which I'll show here, you can see a picture at the beginning, because you see all the children's pictures, and one of them is like this puppet guy with like strings. So some people say he'll be the new Golden Freddy Easter egg thing. So who knows, maybe there's going to be 9 characters, although as of animatronics that come to kill you, there is 8. And basically the new ones are all modern and colourful, and the old ones are decaying. As I said before, they've got 2 sets of teeth, and they are scarier. And they're a lot scarier. Like, the new Freddy is not, it looks pretty much the same. He's got like spaces or gaps between his eyes as opposed to the black bits between his eyes. They're now like all metally, and he's a bit old looking. But I think the two real scary old animatronics are the Chica one, which, Christ, the Chica one looks scary, and the Bonnie one. And Bonnie, I always thought, was the least scary one from the first game. He was, I mean, when I was testing out the Gmod, Five Nights at Freddy's mods that I got. I mean, I don't actually have the real Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm too much of a wimp. I don't play horror games. But I got the Gmod thing because they're not as scary. And the one that I let kill me to see what happens was Bonnie. He's the least scary. He just seems too nice. So, now that's completely the opposite. He's the scariest out of the 8, because his whole face has just been torn off, and it's like, and his eyes are red, and he's got a missing arm, and there's all like wires pouring out, and he's like walking around all hunched, and it's scary. And Chica, her beak is like really like it just has a scary effect to it. Chica I can't really explain, but also Foxy, the old Foxy, looks quite scary, who's like, he's a bit torn apart, but like, I think mainly Chica and Bonnie are the 2 scariest. Now the new updated ones look far more child friendly than the ones from the first game did, but I don't think they're scary, because as I explained on the Steam community thing, basically, I'll show the discussion here. I thought that basically the original ones from the first game could be for children, but they could also be cold-blooded killers, just because the genius way they were designed. But these ones seem a bit too child-friendly to be scary, and too sort of like refined and shiny. Whether the old ones still, they didn't look like all like torn apart and stuff, but they still looked quite old. But these new ones are all shiny, and they sort of lose their effect there, the fact that they could only be children's things, and they don't work as well as being killers. But yes, so what are my opinions on the game? Now, all the same, I'm excited to see how Markiplier does 2020, 2020, 2020, 2020, but all the same, I think they were, like, why did you make 8 of them? Like, really, I understand the premise, but I think what should have happened is there's new ones. I think that they should have stayed with the idea of new ones and old ones, but they shouldn't have made the new ones attack at all, and because they say in the description of the game, or he says in the description of the game, because it's an indie developer, there's only one guy, he says that the new ones have facial recognition technology, and if they had that, they probably wouldn't attack you. Now I'm gonna say something a bit like after this, but I think it'd be a better idea if only the old ones came to attack, or like, even if they do go with the idea of both of them, I think there should be like one level where it's only the old ones, because that like, imagine night, because there was 7 nights in the first game, which was regular 5 nights. A secret 6th night once you complete the game, and a custom night which said 7, which was 2020, where you can set the difficulty of the AI. Now, I think maybe on the 5th night or the 6th night, if they still have that idea, on the 6th night I think it should just be just the old ones, because that would be cool. But like, I don't really mind. I mean, they could be scary, because I can get a jump scare from anything, but I think the new ones should have at least been more like the ones from the first game, although maybe more refined, but not as refined and shiny as they are now, because the bit in the trailer where, like, the introduction of the new Bonnie, where it sort of goes like, it doesn't look scary at all. I mean, look at it. It looks ridiculous. But, like, all the same, it could be the scariest thing in the world. The new Foxy is the only new one which I would be genuinely scared by, and the whole idea is one of its eyes is missing, and it's also torn up. Apparently the kids have been all like, the kids tear at the new Foxy and like tear it apart. And also, for some reason, it looks more like a mouse than a fox. But, I don't know, it's just a thing. But I think he looks scary as anything. Show him on screen now, and add a cheap jump scare sound effect. Good stuff. Anyway, yeah. That's my opinion. So, like, basically, in general, I'm excited to see what YouTubers do, because I tweeted, just as I was thinking I could maybe get Five Nights at Freddy's at some point and bring out the sequel, I may one day get the first. But now that the sequel's out, it feels like dated. The first one feels dated, because this one's brought in so many new, scarier ideas, and this one's going to be far scarier, especially with evil Bonnie, or the old Bonnie. I think this is going to be scarier, and now no one is going to play the first one. I assure you, no one's going to play the first one. So either I get the first one, and no one cares if I make a gameplay video on the first one, or I get the second one and get scared the hell out of. Because I just never, ever will do horror games on this channel, unless, like I get paid £1,000 million to do it, I would never play Five Nights at Freddy's 2. But what I will do is watch Markiplier do 2020, 2020, 2020, 2020, if the system works like that, and enjoy it, because he will be scared. Because he got some really scared reaction, especially PewDiePie. PewDiePie, like, I'm not subscribed to him because I find Markiplier far less annoying than PewDiePie. PewDiePie, his reaction was like that when he saw Bonnie. So I think, oh, was it Bonnie? I have no idea. Yeah. So I imagine people's reaction when they see spooky old Bonnie. You know, this video started off like really well coordinated, and now I'm just falling asleep. Yeah, anyway, yeah, it's Halloween special. It's gonna be the Five Nights at Freddy's Gmod map. Cause yeah, unless I just don't do a Halloween special at all, but I want to. So yeah.